Sorry guys, I know I said there's no point in recording. I had to record a bit because I saw a guy run in front of me now. Now I should have taken that bus, but no, actually that's southbound. I'm going northbound. See, there's always someone walking. Oh, there's nobody here. It's a miracle. We're going northbound. So we want, hey, see, look how they're coming out. Look the pace. They have to see me walk. They have to see you. It's the only way they could do it. It's pretty much following it. Nobody was coming to this bus. As I had to wait, they ran to it. That's how it is. Anyways, I'm not going to record much for you now, but so it is the pacing. And see that? I get close to the bus. He releases the brakes. He knows I'm close to it. You know what that does to your ears? That being done to you 200 times a day. Meaningless conversation. I have to hear so anyways. I have to hear those words or other words that are just as meaningless 1,000 times a day. Everywhere I go. If not, I have to see other events. There we go. You know about the big objects that are colored. There's a huge point of that. It's an obstacle put in front of you to block out your view. Big objects, bright colors. Those things are, regardless, meaning even if the what was I gonna say about the you know, there has to be talking. There has to be talking. There has to be. Anywhere you go. Now, I got into a bus where they're not expecting me to get into. That's why it's a quarter, half civilized. If. Now, this bus will take long to get off because they want to bring in more people into it. It's not enough to keep me irritated. They have to bring in more people into it. If this bus takes off like this, I'll be comfortable. That's how buses are at this time, guys, like this. So the big charade that you see around me in every bus that I get into is because they know I'm going to go there. This route that I took today, this bus that I got into now, they don't know. They didn't know that I was going to go on this bus. See how you find it? So now what will they do? They'll delay the driver from taking off, and they'll make sure they're bringing enough people into it by the time he takes off. At least that's what they've done before, and I'm going to show you videos. Like I said, don't pay too much attention what happens today in the video. Today it's just explaining to you in words what they've done to me. And the playlist that's going to follow is going to show you all the smart parts, validating what I'm saying to you in this one. And it had to be emotionally driven. It had to be, because I need you guys to feel it, to, you know, show you what the hell's going on here. I have to really explain it in detail. Now, everything I talked about, you will see it implemented in action in the form of video proof in the playlist that's gonna follow, and we'll show you all the small things together being done to me on a daily basis here and there and there in this setting and that setting and that setting. So pretty much it makes a person not live a normal life and go to the grocery store, then go to the doctors and go to his job. No, mine would be being in a setting, going to a place that's apparently a doctor's office. Yes, I will be served in the end, be treated, but in the process I will enter a setting that's the same everywhere else, in the bus, in the doctor's office, in the hospital, in the courthouse, which is a dismantling, irritating session of you getting in there and just coming out of there wanting to pull your hair out from the stalking, from the unnecessary loud and meaningless talking, from the pacing, from the kind of things that you see there, the setup. It's a destruction setting. And from the treatment in the end, the person who's serving you, if by law they don't really have to give you what you asked for, you won't get it the way you want. As an example, I walk into a restaurant. Normally, that in a restaurant for a normal person, or a quick burger joint, maybe there's one person in there ordering a burger, fine. They walk in there, they wait, they get their burger, they leave. Mine is not like that. I get to the burger joint, the people inside the burger joint will be cleaning. It has to be cleaning before I get in there. Everywhere. You see that in a lot of the clips I'm going to show you next. Every single setting I get to, if they could show me that they're cleaning, or look at a mop, or look at a broomstick, I will see it. And not me looking for it, them coming into my view and sort of forcing me to see it in a covert way. Tricking me into looking at it. I will show you that in all the small videos. Now, I get in there. They're busy. The person who's supposed to attend me is busy doing something. If there's 5 cooks, there'll be 2. If there's 2 cooks, there's 5 people in front of me waiting. They're all talking and moving. Behind me, another 4 or 5 come in, start talking and moving. Like I said, this bus will take a long time to take off. It doesn't have all the necessary elements in it to irritate me enough. They have to wait for them to get here. If not, the waiting game itself alone is dismantling. If everything you want to do, you have to wait. They just erased half a person's day. So, see, and the running is very important. They're sitting there waiting for an hour. As soon as they give them the illusion he's about to take off, they run, they point, they move, they strategically sit in a place where they can talk your ears off. Because it's a 180-degree view. Don't forget, the phone's not going to show you 180s. So if I'm showing you here, nothing's happening, but on the side of my eye, there's all kinds of things happening there, from movement to noise to irritation to anything. It's a dismantlement session. It's not a bus ride. None of these people are going anywhere, guys. Maybe there's 1 or 2 normal ones. And the ones that look like they're normal and they're looking at you in a strange way, those are the ones that actually work for them even more. Because they want to give you that illusion. Nice try. So that's how it is, guys. But in every bus, don't even listen to the words I'm telling you. I have to go through all the elements that I mentioned to you, even if it's a 5-minute bus ride. Noise, movement. Continuously, all day long. If they can't get you this way, smells, what else? All the elements that could irritate someone and make them miserable. It's a science to make somebody miserable. Because they're not really affecting you physically. They're not punching you, they're not, you know what I mean? But to your surroundings, it's a machine that's constantly psychologically warfaring you. And the elements that will pretty much apply to you, and in some regular elements that could apply to anybody. When they know everything about you, they've had your internet tapped for God knows how long, they know how you think then. Because when you don't talk to anybody, you just type stuff up on the internet, they know what you're thinking. What you want to do tomorrow, where you want to go tomorrow, so they set it up for you. And they take backup too, in case you get to a place where it's not set up, they still have their people there to put there for you. So you don't end up being treated well. It's not that there are people, for example, let's say there's about 20 employees in the Royal Bank that's here. 20. But when you go there, let's say out of those 20, they have 3 people that they work with there. Every time you go there, you only find those 3 people. You won't find the other 17 that are not on this, that will pretty much treat you properly with respect, and you'll get what you need out of there. So those 3, what they'll do to you is they'll drive you crazy, and they'll make you wait, pace, talk, see, conversation. They cannot have me concentrating on something. They have to bring in constant irritants and distractions and annoying. So anyways, when you're sitting in the bank, they're always meeting these same 3 people that work for them. They're making you wait, they're mistreating you, they're not treating you well. If you want to get something done and their entity doesn't want it to be done for you, they will cheat, lie, break the law, break the rules, anything. And then they'll try to tuck it in. It's a sort of to the real world, an invisible entity that's pretty much applying things on certain people covertly. They know they can't do it with me. I've already shut them up, and now they can't move too much because I'll make them look like clowns for an hour. So they got a lot more coming from me too. I'm gonna take this whole prison system they set up and dismantle the shit out of it. Whether even if it's got 8 billion people in it, I will chisel every single one of them. And I will prove it to you. So, anyways, they have to put things in front of you moving. What's the best? The phone, because you can keep typing on it forever. And pretend you're looking at things, but you ain't looking at jack shit. All you're doing is typing, creating movement. That's your goal, by the way. So, this is how it is, guys. This is what I want to see. There's no reason for a bus to have 1,000 people in on it, getting on bus stops at noon there should be nobody there at this time. And I have to get the kid treatment. The kids. That's a huge treatment. That's the worst. Kids screaming in your ear all day long. I'm gonna show you in the small playlist that's gonna follow about, in the last 2 weeks alone, about, not, no, I don't have that many, about 120 something kids. In a week, guys, I don't spend all my day in the bus. An hour or 2 or 3. This is what I want to look, when I look, when I see. I don't want to keep seeing things moving, arms and legs. You know what that does to someone? It'll put you in a huge depression because it will annoy the living crap out of you everywhere you go. Now they're banking on legally, they're not really, you know, you can't really punish them for that. But what you can do is prove that this entity is calling these people to stalk you. First they're invading your privacy, then they're stalking you, and they're harassing you. It's a form of harassment. Especially when the whole group is in on it, and you're sitting there taking the beats by yourself, thinking you're just with normal people. You ain't. There ain't nothing normal about it. You can sense it. You don't even have to calculate it, think about it, or feel it. You can sense it. The intention. It's a bad energy. You can feel it. It's just off. You don't feel relaxed. As soon as you get in there, you feel tense, and you leave tense. Even if nobody moved or nobody talked, you can sense the intention of that energy being placed there around you. So as I said to you, remember in the subway where we were about 20 minutes ago? This bus should have taken off in 2 minutes. There were 2 people in here. Now it's taken 20 minutes. Look how many there are in it. In 3-4 miles. And it stopped at every single stop. This happens to me everywhere. Not just here, not just at this time, rush hour, at nighttime, 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 9 in the morning, 8 in the morning. I have never been in a bus that missed one bus stop. Because you keep hearing the noises then, covertly, every single bus stop. Now if this happens on one ride, fine. You can forget about it. But if this happens to you all day long, everywhere you go, something's off. That's the whole point of bringing in this big group and putting them around you and giving each one of them a job. It's pretty much in the end, by the end of the trip, you want to rip the hairs out of your head. Because you're being surrounded with a group of people that are there designed to irritate you. You can sense the energy before they even do something. That's the intention of bringing this group, placing them around you. That's the intention of that energy, is to irritate you. Now add their actions, their voice, their meaningless conversations, the stupid fake laughs, everything, add all that on top of it. Imagine you're surrounded with that junk all day long. You will become miserable. I guarantee you guys, not only maybe 2% will be able to handle this for more than a week. I've been living in this. And for the past 11 months, it's been hardcore. And I've beaten them. So watch the small playlist that's gonna follow after this. Watch it. And after you see the small one, I'll design a bigger one for it to give you more information, more inner depth look into the tactics that are being implemented in every single place that I get into. Whether it's bus, whether it's a subway shop, whether it's a building, whether it's a bank, whether it's a hospital, whether it's a courthouse, whether anything. And the fake coughing, everywhere I go, I have to hear it at least once an hour. Once every 45 minutes, there's a fake cough going on. You can tell it's intentionally generated. It's always dry. And lately, it's been halfway through because they don't want to make a loud noise and make it look obvious. They're trying to cut down on that because I've brought it into the light. So I'm gonna show you the intervals between every action they do by getting different people to do it, which will prove that they're all connected. It's a prison. It's a prison. You're in a prison of hell. And these people are making money out of it. Whatever they're getting out of it, in the end, they're stupid. They're ignorant. Because they're getting affected this way too. What's being done to me is being done to them on a wide scale, worldwide. through the TV, through the media, through anything. It's being done to them, guys. Now they don't know where I'm going today because look how the street's empty. Otherwise they'd be full. If they knew that I was gonna come here, I will not see this. That's why you see a lot of bikes. Look how many bicycles there are, because they gotta create movement and there's no people. So how can they get here people fast? With bicycles. That's why when I get to a place they don't know where I'm going, I see a lot of bicycles. They gotta get them there fast to move. Bubble. The whole bubble, guys. 2-3 miles I'm surrounded with it. 2-3 miles at least. And it precedes me everywhere I go. People walking away. But you have to get here fast and mobilize it quickly. They didn't, you know.